give yourselves a nice bit of time to relax and get unwound and ready for our final series of the night. But we're now plugged back in, of course, still live from the wonderful Intel Esports Arena for our final series of the day. And I'm joined once again by Snods for this last installment, the last hurrah.
Yes, the last best of 2 of the day, Jack. We've been through, 4 maps already? And here we are. Some quick maps as well, 16-5, 16-7s and whatnot. And yeah, now all accumulates here, a Go versus North.
Yeah, a Go versus North, as you said, our final series, our final matchup. 2 maps here. It's going to be Cobblestone to open it up, and then Inferno to close it out. Now, for these 2 sides, it's actually quite interesting, because it seems to be that North have been struggling a bit in recent form. A couple of cracks and crevices have been opened. They can't quite plaster them over quick enough. You know, they've hired someone, but he's not turned up. Things have all gone wrong. But everything going for the other way for a Go. They've been improving. Online, they're looking good. They're getting momentum. They've actually been pretty much on a bit of an undefeated streak now in terms of map wins in Pro Leagues for the past couple of weeks. They're getting themselves results.
I know. They had, what was it? Last week we casted here. It was 5-1, I believe. They had the 1-1 versus, no, the 2-0? No, 1-1 versus Stralis. 2-0 versus Hellraisers, 2-0 versus Envious as well, or something ludicrous like that. Basically destroying everyone in that last week. You know, we know this team, you know, puts in the hours, puts in the efforts, also has 2 coaches, and that's one of the big factors here. Their T sides are very strong. Online so far on their T sides, it feels like they're very good at, you know, anti-stratting the CT sides coming out from their opposition. And the double coach setup, you can tell it's been working. You know, they have anti-strats, anti-pistols, and everything seems to be so perfect on that T side. The CT side is where the cracks and the issues really start to arise.
Yeah, that definitely is really hitting the nail on the head there in terms of things. Let's have a look at those odds as well and see how things shape up throughout there. So a 2 point.
Wow, okay. Ooh. I was actually thinking it was going to be a bit closer than this, obviously, with the week that a Go had last time. Plus, interestingly enough, a Go had a 2-0 versus Hellraisers last week. And actually, North losing 2-1 yesterday in Bet.Masters finals. Obviously, North GG.bet, so in the home turf it seems. But yeah, I actually think that there's some good money to be made on North. 1.6 there. First one being Cobblestone. Now, for me, if this is going to be a 1-1, you know, Cobblestone is the obvious one for a Go, and Inferno is the one where I see North taking it. But I'd say 65, 35 in favor of North. So 1.6 odds, good money to be made.
Yeah, I think this could actually kind of go either way. I think it's going to be pretty close, but let's check it out as we will get into the action. So North going to be starting off on the CT side. A Go will be the tease for this one as we dive straight in with a pistol to kick it off.
Slow and steady so far. As usually in these T-pistols, we see a fast strat called instantly rushes and high tempo plays. But instead, the group play towards middle. Mert's going to be caught off guard as he will eventually fall back here. 50 HP for himself. Mert's. MSL, both guard in this A side, and they're both down to low HP as the snatchy horde of players from a Go charge up through mid. Anyway, 4 versus 4 here. Kirby is still dinged onto low HP. Minute 10 left on the clock as the push comes in.
Yeah, trying to make their way through. Oh, Valde!
Oh my god!
He grabs 2. AZ all of a sudden pops off as well, and apparently the round's as good as done. I mean, North really just going wild there as soon as they get the opportunity.
Yeah, if the guys at home, if you just, grabbed your seat, sat down, you would have missed it.
Yeah. Wild.
Crazy, crazy. I mean, even looked at your phone, you would have missed it. So, round number 2. North winning that one before the bomb was planted, so we are going to be seeing the force spike come out from a Go. Scout for Tau. Actually surprised to see. I'm actually surprised we don't see more scout buys in the T-Force. It's always, Deagle Kevlar, CZ Kevlar. Buy on the Scout, quite a big fan of that, especially on the T side as well. Obviously, towards B platform, towards the A side, you can hold for the mid connector. You're going to be expecting a play or the FAMAS to play top middle. Maybe the headshot angle as well, so the Scout could be extremely effective at taking out that player, for example. And here we are now, MSL playing that exact same angle right now.
Yeah, it's true. It does work out, obviously, if you can get those tags in. It's also the fact that you soften up the opposition quite easily. You can strip a load of health away in just 1 or 2 tags, and can always work out nicely. So we're going to invest quite massively in going for an A attack into this round. You've got Mertz and MSL that will be defending it. MSL looking down through mid right now. Mertz gets first contact. MSL still holds strong, but he calls over. He should probably focus and get out of there now as this push comes through. MSL with 1. Kirby also says goodbye to Snatchy. Grubby will be able to strike back with the CZ. Tau actually does finish off Mertz as well. So it's still onto the 3v3 right now between these 2 sides. Kirby barely crosses back over towards the close bomb set angle. PHR, armed with a P250, tries to pick, but not really being given an opportunity this round. It's quite slow, but it's still quite brutal between either side, and Grubby, if he could have laid waste to the second man, then maybe it was winnable, but Tau left between a 1v2 in a bit of a horrible spot. But the fact is that Valde, he's sprinted off towards B. He's going the whole hog. He's going for the loop right round.
Oh. Fair enough.
If Tower could have found the frag, the headshot there on AZ, it could have been a different story, but it does still go in the fashion of North there towards the end, but very, very close to the wire.
2-0. And the force buy round from Go nearly going in their favor. And actually that scout being really effective, finding 2 frags towards the A site. Obviously, KRB, MSL, they cross, they try to get onto the site. Merch as well onto default. If these players get tagged up by 2-3 bullets from those CZs, or 1 tag, for example, from the Deagle, they're suddenly prone to a one-shot death against the scouts from Taul. So that scout being extremely effective last round, but not quite effective enough, as it's still a 2-0 here for North. And the SMGs are coming out now from the CT side. MSL, Merch as well, on to those close quarters weapons, as they can use, especially the AWP as well, for Merch to stack up as much cash as possible and allow him to be able to afford the AWP, because as of right now, if he doesn't find any frags, Jack, he will not be able to afford the AWP, I believe. What's he going to get? 3.5k, 4.3k, so yes, he needs 1 frag with that MP9 to get it up into the first buy round.
Here comes the push as well. Going to go for this play in towards the B site. Valde finds the initial headshot and the second, taking down PHR. AZ just going to spray straight through. Snatchy there, railed down Grubby as well. Goes for the initial frag, but couldn't quite finish off the last round. It doesn't matter, as Kirby's on the scene to deal with it and put an end to any shenanigans coming out from a Go. Now, though, the reinvestment comes in. They're going to don the AKs, and this is where it gets serious.
Let's see. No AWP here so far from a Go. So we're used to seeing Snatching on that weapon. There's a tactical timeout from North, so strange to see. Potential for it to be called as attack and then later on be discovered as a technical. As why would you go for a tactical before the buys have begun? Maybe they have to try and work out a buy. Maybe a player dropped something he didn't, because I saw Mertz there without a weapon for a few seconds. And right now, the player on the far right, you can see Jack has no gun, so he might either CZ or a UMP. Okay, so they are swapping that back. So, okay, I think they've agreed. No AWP here. Otherwise, it would have got quite complicated.
Yeah, I guess they were just trying to work out the buy, so wanted the additional time with that.
Yeah, you can see Mertz is 2.8k, so I guess the argument was, do you go for the AWP and drop over the MP9 to Kiabi? Which he did. This is strange, but anyway. 2-1-2 setup. It's going to be MSL and a Mertz towards the A-bomb site. Kiabi playing towards window here, passive towards drop, has the support from Valde towards electric, as right now AZ can have full control towards the platform. Molotov going to be slowing down the pace here from a Go. The spam comes in as well. The flash not quite connected, doesn't go deep enough. Tag damage has been dealt. HE grenades, Molotovs, you name it. Already the players from a Go feeling the heat.
A Go. They're going to be backing off right now. Going to reposition, get themselves into more of a defensive angle and try and actually work out how they want to play this one into the late round. And they've taken a lot of damage. I mean, they've been peppered with bullets. You've got a couple of players that are quite low. PHR is nearly fully out of commission. If they push in, he's as good as done at this point. I mean, this angle isn't going to work out well for him unless he gets an instant headshot with the AK. That's what it's going to be relying on, but he pre-fires, misses the follow-up and goes down to Valde there. And here's the fight at mid. MSL, though, no one clears the close angle, pops out of the closet and takes him down in seconds, goes for a little bit more. But he is eventually ended in his reign of terror by Grubby. And Grubby's just left in a 1v4, and I mean, at this point, just about trying to make the round costly more than anything, because you are going to be taken out.
Clean sweep so far. 4-0 for North. Coming off the back of the Bet.Masters finals. 100k land, remember, losing out 2-1 versus Hellraisers. So recent form has been building slowly for North. Obviously, a year ago from now, North was, argued to be definitely a top 10 team. This was a team that was getting legend statuses at majors, for example. And then the decline of the players individually. And the decline of the players overall as well, as they have been struggling, as MSL perfectly described for us there, versus the pistol of Grubby. 5 versus 4, something not quite connected, but it's going to give the information that they're not actually pushing as of yet.
Mertz finds the headshot on Snatchy early on, though, as he will be able to rip his way straight through him. Goes on a bit of a rampage looking for more, but the overconfidence is going to be his biggest downfall as he gets punished because of that. Even then, though, it's just one man left now, and Furlan, ferocious as ever. He is only armed with an AK. No armor and no real utility to aid him in this position, but more importantly is the fact that he's just on his lonesome. Trapped up there, just waiting for the push to come towards him. Does try and look for Sam with the AK, seeing if he can actually find any potential openings, but it's not looking likely.
1 versus 3. 45 seconds left on the clock here for Furlan. As this was the quasi-bar, remember. Push towards it along, catching MSL off guard is the reason why we see this awkward scenario. It is actually a 1 versus 3 for a second there, Jack. I thought it was the UI bug. And then I saw AZ was in towards T-spawn. So I looked on the A site, and there's only 2 there. So I thought, oh.
Yeah, you gotta
yeah.
like, look at the HUD. You
I
gotta
always
look at
do
the
that.
minimap.
It's
and
crazy,
go,
isn't
hang on a minute.
I know. I always like
yeah.
1v4, and I have to count all 4 people on the map just to make sure I'm not being
goofed.
Being goofed, yeah. Round number 6 though, 5-0. A go. Usually, as we said in the prelude before this actually started as well, Jack, it's the T side from a go that's stellar.
Yeah, that is normally true, right? The CT sides are where the struggle is, where the issues arise, and as of right now, the T side's not looking too fantastic. I mean, North are just being able to beat them down. Also, the AWP now comes through, and Snatchy's been slain with it in seconds as Merch goes for the first peak.
Well. Oof. Quick little adjustment there, the AWP from Merch. Finds the second on Tashao, trying to walk his way through. But remaining few players now from a go, all stationed towards the B site. They're going to be pouring out through platform now. As the rotation comes in from MSL back towards the B site, leaving Merch alone towards A.
Oh. Okay, so Furlan gets 1 kill. He's looking for a little bit more as he is spamming out trying to find these tags, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle for him. The cross round towards the bomb site. Kirby goes in. Kirby kills PHR. And Furlan as well now going to be going down as the scores have been settled. And it all gets cleaned up there. I mean, that's 6 rounds for North. Steaming ahead on their CT side right now. A go. Not looking like the Ago we've come to see in the most recent weeks.
It's definitely true. Obviously, the starter Pro League was very poor for this team. The middle portion as well, very poor. Feels like towards the latter stages when they felt the fear and the paranoia and the pressure of relegation really set in. That's when the motivation arose. 6-0 now for North, and they're looking strong doing it. 5 AKs once again from a go, so no AWP coming up from Snatch here. Maybe it was an agreement that the AWP wouldn't be the most effective weapon versus North. Obviously, do you want to be challenging versus Mertz and both AZ? AZ AWPing towards the B site, playing towards Chicken. And then Mertz at A, Jack.
He is. He is. And he's been looking good, actually. Being able to find a couple of early picks with the AWP. Looking for the aggression. As of right now, though, it's all grouped up. It's hustling and bustling outside of B. It's like a busy day at St. Pancras, Nods. Everyone's rushing by. They're barging into here. There's all sorts going on. But they're going to be sprinting their way through. Valde's ready. But there are his teammates ready around him. There's a bit of a commotion is caused. The frags are found, but they're going the way of the T side, leaving it a 3v3. Kirby also hits the deck, and all of a sudden, has a massive advantage for a go. Mertz, he's going to try and bound through the smoke, gets the kill. That is lethal. Somehow, Mertz has absolutely murked him. Now.
Ooh, has a flash as well. Oh, there it is. MSL can peek. And eventually connects the shots, and now Mertz pushes through the smoke as well. Coming in from behind is Snatchy. 30 seconds left. The bomb dropped towards default as well, but the smoke, the awareness from Mertz is perfect.
He's absolutely owned it. Spots him through the smoke. Mertz. He's given it. Looking on the ball today. Absolutely perfect.
Well, confidence on display from Mertz. This is one of the things, or the big questions we had, right? For Mertz joining the main roster from North, coming from the academy team, was how long is it going to take for him to be comfortable on the tier 1 level? It's not as if you bring in some other players that are...
Chris
Excuse me?
John Anarisa.
Gerard.
Yeah.
Anyway. God, I've completely thrown me... Mate, you're honestly throwing me off with this one. Joanna Reese.
Talking about the academy team, mate.
Yeah, Counter-Strike.
Well, frags come through. MSL gets the first. Looks for a little bit more, but eventually they'll be put down. Mertz, though, with a flick. Looking to try and pop them like some balloons.
On my brain.
But they run away, so they're not interested in that.
Yeah, they've seen the AWP from Mertz. They went, you know what, mate? Academy or not, we're fine. As they will eventually fall back towards T-spawn. But the bomb has stayed. And so has Mertz. Scrubby will be taken out of the round already. This is the quasi-buy coming out for a go. So 7-0 for North, and it seems set up to go 8-0. This could be a very swift next map here, Jack. As Valde is looking through the walls.
He's licking the walls if he gets this kill.
He's not doing his best Neil impression.
He's not right now, but he will be soon as the frags come through. Mertz as well.
Jeez.
That is a hat trick from Mertz.
How many kills are now? 11?
11.
11 on the dot. Would you look at that? 8 rounds played, 11 kills for himself. Obviously, these kills is what happened in the later portions of this matchup so far. But 8-0. North already winning the half, and a go. Not looking too strong early on. What can they change? They know that the reverses... Oh, they're not even versus double AWP anymore. AZ swapped out the AWP jack for a rifle.
Doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it, yeah. So, okay. Can't go for the simple execution towards B, but he's already found another kill towards middle. This is getting ridiculous.
Give me Mertz cam. Just give me Mertz cam. That's all I need.
Hold it on this one.
Let's see. Go for the shot. Cue it in. Right then. Let's see as the push will come through. Snatch in the contact face. Oh, no, he's missed it. Barely missed it on the repeat, but he's ready for it.
Why have you repeat that?
He's repeat the defensive AWPer.
No, what is that?
Outrageous.
Come on, Snatchy. You can pop flash that. Go for it. Desperation is what, you know, that would be colorized as. 1914.
It seems like the frustration is definitely there on the Ego side. I mean, PHR right now, we know normally is able to find a few nice impact frags, to be able to get a few things in little openers. Right now, he hasn't got a frag into the game just yet. His teammates not quite on the ball as per usual. Grabby on 8 HP, I mean, this is going to be an easy kill there. All of a sudden, you're left with just 2 players left, PHR and Taul. Tiaul, we've not even seen him popping off. I mean, normally he is one of these players that can go quite huge into these rounds. But let's see. They push their way out. Kirby going to try and fight it, but it's actually Valde to find the first. Taul left on 12 HP. Goes down to MSL there in the end, as he will be hitting the deck. And that's another round for North. And another 2 kills added to the tally for Mertz.
13-3. Tactical timeout coming out for a go. And you could have argued this could have come at, what, 6-0 down? Maybe 3 rounds too late. As North right now, 9-0. A go, yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the league placings right now. Just trying to work out where a go are and how this situates them if they do lose. And the same goes for North if they win this. So North right now, 27 points and 20 games played. So if they're 2-0 now, they get top 6. Ooh, would they be out phased? That's the only issue. Regardless though, Jack, as of right now on the sheet paper, they would get 7th. Because FaZe Clan said no, they would actually be, yeah, they'll be 6th. They'd have 1 point over FaZe.
Wow.
If they win 2-0. So they would be top 6, obviously locked in, not yet, but in the running to be locked in for LAN playoffs at Dallas. And for a go, if they lose this 2-0 and stay at 19 points, ooh, Fnatic can overtake them most definitely. LDLC will be trailing behind them by 1 loss or 1 win potentially. And Envious is still screwed, but still.
Definitely a shift and things changing on the horizon. Now though, what do I go switch up? They've been just blown to pieces by Mertz in quite a lot of these rounds. As of right now, that appears they're actually going to fight the early game towards the B site. You leave the 1 lurk player, and Taul is going to try and fight against Mertz if he goes for an extended face. The rest of the Wolfpack and the 4 remaining members, they're going to be going for the hit on B. Now, AZ's got a nice angle to work with. You've still got Kirby and Valde on the site defending each other. Quick rotate from MSL as well if nothing really goes down, which is beginning to seem like he might actually bubble off and head over towards that site now. 55 seconds left on the clock. Still no initial contact, so a very slow round coming out from a go.
Yeah, changing the pace. Obviously, before they're going for the fast concept plays through middle, and Ace just killed them all.
AZ has just obliterated them there. I mean, that's it. You find those 2 headshots, you leave the bomb down an awkward angle. Now the fight is going to be very hard pressed. Taul gets through the back line. Grubby actually comes into effect as well. Grubby with a spray down. It goes down to just 2 men, Mertz and Valde. And it really is clutch time now. Valde, if he can at least try and deny this push from PHR, then maybe it'll be something. Enough to make it manageable, because Mertz is rotating over to try and provide support, but Valde gets one, doesn't even need his teammate. Mertz, armed with the AK, not the AWP, but he's still as strong with it, finds that kill, goes back to grab his trusty weapon, and that is the 10th round claimed. North, unstoppable right now.
Ooh. Well, it was looking so good there for a go at one moment. AZ, first 2 frags towards platform, 5 versus 3. They give up presence towards drop though, that's where the frags are found by Grubby and co. They make it the 3 versus 3, then the 2 versus 2, but Valde, that headshot towards platform was disgusting. as it grants them the 10th. Double digits already before conceding even one round.
Oh no, they're going to be running straight to the Valde blender. As he grinds them up with 2 quick frags, AZ as well, going to be able to come through with one. A bit of a simple spray there, but unlike Kirby, as he won't actually be able to claim the frags. It's MSL Mertz to deal with the last 2 remaining stragglers that have secured bomb site control. Mertz just firing through the smoke, trying to connect a bit of a lucky pot shot, whilst MSL comes in from behind and waits to try and strike. Mertz with the AWP, though. Oh my goodness. You can tell he's from the academy roster, Snods, because he's absolutely schooling them.
Oh dear. Well, that was promotional worthy, that was.
Put that one on Twitter.
What?
The North is here. Mertz schools the opposition.
Hear the roar!
Hashtag Mertz.
They have got some cheesy lines there. We do love it, though. We do love it. 11-0.
Interestingly enough, by the way,
What?
the name Mert always reminds me of quite a funny moment. Because my sister years ago went out with a guy that called himself Mert Star, and that was his online gaming name.
What?
And he was like, yeah, I've invented a word. I'm called Mert. I'm the Mert Star. And he, every time he used to laugh, he'd be like, get Merted. So every time he kills someone, it just makes me giggle and think, I'm just going, you've been Merted, kid.
Oh, no. Mertz. I always think a mouse hurts, but I'm just boring.
Mouse hurts.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, look, rhymes.
You calm down.
Oh, sorry, I had too many. 5 versus 4. Flank coming in from behind MSL here, already in towards Dragon Lord, but will he be able to pounce before the push comes in? He may. Or he may not.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Nothing's set in stone. Nothing is forever. What is real? Are we real? The push comes out. Existential crisis in play. Can Valde actually defend? As he wants to try and go for the peak. Kirby loses his face. Actually, no. Kills PHR on the run by. Valde and Code tested on the site. Both playing close in the fountain. Seems a bit risky. As they do go down. I'm going to play around the smoke now as well. There's the response in the rear. It is going to be MSL who's keeping them on their toes. Whilst Kirby tries to go in for the front forward approach. Damage there from the Molotov. And it looks like they might actually finally concede a round and give one to a go.
You know, you got to make it competitive. You know, you got to enjoy it. And they've got to keep us on the edge of our seats. But the thing is, though, Jack, even though this has been such a stellar half from North, even if it goes 11-0 at one point, if this concludes all 4 rounds going to a go, and we see 11-4, we've seen many victories from 11-4 scorelines, Jack, haven't we? And, you know, what a futile advantage North would have had in that case.
Yes, very true. It can happen. I mean, Snatchy as well. Lives up to the name. He snatched an AWP. Oof. Furlan, he's picked up an AWP. They're going to try and escape them, but the spray, oh, it doesn't really work out. If you could have denied that, that would have been huge. Really make it a costly affair, get both of those weapons out of their hands. I mean, the timer would have been amazing. Luckily enough for North, though, although these rounds have been quite a costly affair, they've won so many, they've got a bit of a buffer, they've saved up, they've got a piggy bank, they've shattered the piggy bank, and they bought the AWPs.
Yeah. Imagine fitting $4 in a piggy bank.
If it was notes...
Ooh.
And 50s, maybe.
50s, yeah, 50s, yeah. Yeah, maybe 50s.
And you could, like, vacuum press the notes into a smaller bag before putting them inside the piggy bank.
I remember...
And also, how big's the piggy bank? That's the issue. What if it's, like, an extra large novelty one?
That's true. Miss Piggy one, you never know. Do you know, I was watching a video about rappers, and they mentioned, obviously, having lots of cash. And they said the most cash they could have in their pocket at once is about 80 grand. And I thought that was quite, you know...
How are they carrying that? How many pockets have they got?
80 grand in straight cash is a lot.
So I've
$100 bills though, remember, not 50.
Yeah, but, you know, I've probably got about 4 pockets on a standard outfit, I feel.
But they said, like, pockets, like suit, jacket pockets, joggers as well. Well, not joggers, you know what I mean.
In your joggers, of course.
I mean, you never know.
They've just got 80 grand. Frags coming through, though, as they try and defend this site and not make it an 80 grand round and see what they can actually achieve. Tao looking for frags. It's actually going the way of North. This could be a reset round that would be horrific if we go instantly get pushed back onto their underside. Like a tortoise trapped on its back. Can't quite get up. AZ finds that frag on Tao. Now it's just Snatchy left. Horrible spot to be in. Trying to find the flicks, but he can't quite compose himself. Not a master with the AWP now, as he will be killed as AZ finds that frag. 12-1. Ago, pretty broken. Not really any money, to be honest. I mean, there's none. Their tracksuits do not have 80 grand in.
No, not at all. AWP for Snatcher, though. So the piggy bank was there. The Joggers are providing 2 CZs, an AK for Tao, and a Mac 10 for Furlan. So 12-1, 11-round advantage here for North GG.bet. And it's going to be a GG here, as you would imagine. No? Okay, going to fall back instead of the angle. But nevertheless, A's this time with the op towards B platforms. They are going to be bringing out the double opposite of this is North I'm talking about. And Merch, the star of the performance so far. Ooh, spots him with the leg. Don't go for another reface, please. He did this last time, Jack.
I know.
I'm watching and wait, and he's gone for the reface, and he's missed.
Oh, but the timing works out a little bit awkward there. So Mert's actually able to get away.
Ooh.
They dive towards him. Because they're just throwing themselves through the air right now. All of a sudden, it's just Valde and Cbble left. Scratch that, make it just Valde, who is miles away. He's got to sprint the whole way up towards the site. It's going to be another trade of rounds, which will mean that North have no cash. It could actually mean that a go end with 3 rounds if they win this. They might actually get another one for free.
Wow. Valde retrieving the AWP. Getting away scot-free for now. But 12-2. Still going to be a 10-round advantage for North. Going into the final round here of the first half on Cobblestone. The final matchup of the night here on the B stream. But early days here in this matchup, Jack. And North already win this one as it is winter. And insert joke about the seasons and say, what happens if it's summer next half?
Winter's coming. Soon be cardigan weather.
You say cardigan?
Yeah, cardigan weather.
Yeah, I know.
Winter's coming. Getting nippy out. Enjoying that, mate? The white wind blows and the lone wolf dies. The pack survives.
I don't know why I find that so funny.
Bit chilly, out. Anyway, back at the hand. Back at the hand. Back at the game at hand.
Did they have cardigans in Game of Thrones?
Well, probably. It's quite a nippy show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
I should hope they have cardigans.
No, more than that at that point. Oh, dear me. 12-2. 3 M4s, all coming for Mertz, plus the MP7 for MSL just in case he needed it. But the push is coming through middle. Mertz finding the first frag once again, as it seems like he's just on form and on his way to die.
Oh, he went for a 360 though.
You got to rate it.
He's got the dance floor moves, but he didn't have the techers to win that one. MSL, the elevated angle, to be able to find this shot, sees himself with getting the frag in the future. I forgot the word for shadow, so I just went for a really long seize. Saw a shadow.
2v2, mate.
Yeah.
Or is it? Is the UI bugged again?
2v2.
Okay, it is actually 2v2. The UI is working.
Grabbing Tao now, left in the 2v2s. They're going to go for the push up towards the A site. Oh, Kirby. He's cheeky. He's waiting to blow them all down and just unload upon him here from the elevated angle. Peeks up, walks up, finds the initial headshot, denies the bomb plump, wastes a ton of time as well. Tao, completely unaware of his angle. Had no idea what was going on. It's a 13-2, and the North is here. They've arrived. They've more than arrived.
Oh, mate, they've been here for a while, it seems. 13-2 up. The North is here. We're hearing the roar, Jack. Can you hear it as well?
I can hear it. They're doing well.
Do the Jon Snow impression, hear the roar.
What? Hear the roar? I don't know. I only have set quotes I can do, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's like a payphone. Actually, that's not what a payphone is.
It's like a sound box.
Yeah, it's like a sound box. Sound box.
Board. Sound board.
The sound board.
Board?
We draw notes on pigs. Sound board.
13-2. As the match is live, ready to get away with the second half. And maybe the second map at this point, as it is going to be Inferno on the next one. North 13-2 up. They win the pistol, 14-2. Game's as good as done, you would imagine, especially on the T side as well. So, can a go hold on to this one for long enough? As it will be the Molotov smoke flash by coming out from MSL and Valde. So they have the Molotov for chicken. Oh no, they are actually going to go towards A. This could get quite antsy here.
Oh.
Through the smoke.
Kirby's lost his face, but it's all been a ruse. They've done well. His sacrifice was not in vain. It was almost like he was some kind of suicide squad, but it worked out well. Push comes in as they go for this play on towards the A site. Damage is done. PHR with a nice little fake there, but he was looking for a little bit more, but couldn't quite grab it. Valde popping heads like a lunatic, but he is going to be pushed from all angles. Eventually hits the deck, and now it all falls into the hands of the smarty pants himself. MSL Glock in hand. Oh, a bit of a tap down. Eventually finds the head of Furlan, grabs the bomb, sprints up, sees Grubby, but just sees his life flash before his eyes as he will be struck down as well. And that is a pistol round that was incredibly necessarily needed for a go. Going to be picked up. Puts them back in a position now to at least get a couple of rounds underneath their belts. But North, they only need 2 rounds to actually push this into a position to have at the very least overtime, and then also make it so a go can make physically no more mistakes. They better enjoy these next 3 rounds, because after that, it's going to get really hard.
You would expect. As obviously, winning the pistol means they do get to 3, but they are still in a 10-round deficit. North onto the 4 buys the bomb. Was not planted. So, 2 flashbangs, the smoke to work with, Deagle, CZs, P250 there as well onto AZ. Oh. SMGs are there for PHR and Furlan as they do trickle their way down drop. Coming in for the first peek towards Electric. No, actually. Still holding off here. They have the bomb outside mid, so it is going to be the A split. But they've got 2 players here from Tao and from a go. Should be easy cleanup duty here.
Yeah, just trying to make some money with this one. Tao just going for the play with the Famis, though. Here's the actual push up towards A, but no real chance of the bomb plant. Kirby actually does strike against PHR, though, and at very least forces out 1 rebuy. Tao's still debating whether or not he's going to come back through the Hobbit hole. And if Gondor will call for aid, and if Rohan will answer. But let's see as Kirby goes for the extension, does eventually go down to the MP9, so another round goes the way of a go. And that forces us through a little bit more.
Wow. Now the EK are going to be coming out from North, GG.bet. As it is round number 13. No, it's not. They have 13 rounds, but it's round number 18, Jack. Excuse me. Yep. 13 to 4. Just a flashbang for Kirby, so maybe a pop flash down drop, pop flash through B platform, but should be fast round. Obviously, they have the SMG onto Furlan, and Furlan is playing towards drop, so maybe can collect some frags and some heads and some extra dosh potentially.
It's sprinting their way in. There's the pop flash as they try and entry off the back of it. Oh, the damage is done though. Furlan and Grubby with the initial kills, but they're keeping it pretty close. It's a 3v3. The only thing is their arsenal is lacking. They don't have firepower. No real firearms apart from the 1 Famis on AZ. Oh, AZ gets boosted up to the elevated angle, but he's slain as the tree gets cut down. And there's the final frag as well. Furlan kills Kirby. They do win the round. It's only 2 rebuys that come out, but now is where finally a buy can come through from North on their T side.
13 to 5. And the first bar of the second half of the game. Almost set and done. Galil for Valde, but apart from that 4 AKs across the board, Valde going to be taking a hit in terms of firepower, so you can bring out more of that utility. So, already North towards B plat. Ooh, ooh, I like that. That was clean. Do you see that, Jack?
Yeah, I do kind of like the fact we've seen more use of run boosts just to get the positions quicker. I like the fact people have started to realize it can actually save you a lot of time.
Towards tree.
Yeah.
Towards
even here. Towards Olaf, where you boost up on that position.
Who was that with the orb?
LDLC?
No, surely not LDLC. That's so mean, but no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I don't think.
Not those geeks.
It like that. No, honestly, it wasn't like that. Maybe G2.
Oh, it might have been G2 actually. I think it was Mixwell.
I think it was Mixwell. Yeah.
That sounds like Mixwell.
Because they did play Cobble.
They did. If they look that one back on the VOD, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Tao waiting for the push to come towards him. Orp out. Scope in. Knees weak. Arms sweaty. As the push comes through, Furlan trying to find the first frag, but Valde will actually tackle Furlan. Oh, their entire team gets blown away. As all of a sudden it's just Snatchy left. I mean, it just looks like they've sneezed over the site and they all got blown out of there.
Well, they did indeed, Jack. 20 seconds left here. 1 versus 4. And he's dinked, so he's going to save it. Trying to work out which way is best to go. Blue pill or the red pill? Which one are you taking?
The left side, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
I meant pills.
Hold the angle by the stairs.
There's one where, what, you forget
I don't
everything?
condone taking pills. It's not
No,
it'd be
of course
ridiculous.
not. Of course not. Of course
Snatchy going to be able to push his way down and hold this close angle. Ooh. Valde on the hunt, 25 HP. Walks straight past him, doesn't actually see him in the close angle. See, that's what I said about playing by the stairs. It is quite nice. You can hold that angle. You can also hold towards the top.
Scenic view as well.
Kind of, yeah. Kirby on the hunt, seeing what he can actually find. Snatchy's still trying to get away with the AK. If he does, it's an AK, it's a kit. You've got armor as well, double flash. It's not too bad. It will actually be quite nice for him to save that. He does get through, but even then, you've now got 1 round of leeway before this is going to be North, at the very least, having overtime, and then having the knock-on effect as well, that you now have all this pressure on your shoulders because one mistake and 1 round going to your opponents means that they win the game. So this is hard.
You're not wrong there, Jack. 1 more round, and they get to match point. And if they win this one as well, they're going to have 10 match points to work with. So, 2 towards A. Once again, Grubby towards drop and 2 towards B. It's North, set up towards B platform, but the bomb actually is towards Dragonlord, so holding for the push towards middle. Maybe expecting a B fake, then go back down, drop, potentially for a split. That could be the answer here. They're going to be sending AZ out first, though. Flashes rain through. Pete comes in, spots the head of Towel, jump spotting for information. And now we can wait patiently here. The flashbang goes up. Now he'll make his move.
Ooh, Valde finds the headshot on Snatchy. Damage being done as well. Easy just going to spray through Furlan there. This is boding very well to allow North to actually close this one down early. Kirby strikes against Grubby. The only one at the back of the site is PHR. But he isn't able to stay alive on the wide swing. Goes down the end. Towel on the rotate. He's had 1 frag, but he needs to go absolutely bloodthirsty into this round. It would need to be godlike if somehow he's going to pick it up as he swings out, dives down towards the site, but dives into his demise. That's the 15th round claim from North. And that is them 1 round away now from taking the game and closing it. And I mean, look at the buy on a Ghost Nods.
Whew. It's not good. MP9 coming out for Grubby towards drop, you'd imagine. Scout for Furlan. CZ from Tao. Snatch share onto the FAMAS as well. This is going to be round number 21, and this could be the final one already. Orp onto Mertz, and he's been a star so far into this one. As they do group outside B, Tao with the early HE grenade, hoping that there was some aggression towards play early on from North. But instead, they hold patiently. They're waiting for the flashbang. You can see playing counter flash, expecting the peek. Instead, the peek comes from the scalp, and he takes the scalp as well.
Mertz looking for a little bit extra. Obviously, knowing that you have such a huge range advantage with the AWP, it's worth trying to pick them off from a distance. The only one that's actually trying to play a close angle has the famous of all weapons, that's Snatchy. Luckily, he's rolled the dice and he's gambled correctly as he finds 2 frags. Huge damage done. Keeps it close, but Mertz does him in. Strikes with the AWP. AZ as well, going to annihilate Grubby, and all of a sudden there's just 2 men left. A minute on the clock as the bombardment comes out towards the A site. Mertz roaming around trying to find something with the AWP, but instead Kirby's just dealing all the damage ripping through him with the AK. Anyhow, AZ will finish it. And that is North taking the first map as they close that one down. Cobblestone is theirs. And an incredibly dominant scoreline. A go, just looking like they were struggling today, whereas Mertz and everyone on the side of North was on fire.
Yeah, emphasis as well onto Mertz there. Star performance on the CT side, one of the reasons they got to such a stark lead. And yeah, what do we see? 12-0, or sorry, 11-0, then they lose a round, they then reset a go, so it's 12-1. You know, Go did well to make it even 12-2 at that point, winning with the 4 spot they had, SMGs, CZs and whatnot, when they came down, dropped towards B. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Extremely one-sided there in favor of North, as, yeah, they take the first map, so 1.6 odds as well, crazy. There's a lot of money to be made there. A lot of money.
Yeah, that is true. That is quite a lot of money. So obviously, that's good. It's a good win for them as well, Snods.
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
Good, man.
You've got me.
That's what you want.
Yeah, no, it was.
You know, you were excited about the money, so I thought I'd lean into that.
Yeah, do you know what? I do like odds. Okay. I do like odds. Maybe that's my next job.
AZ, obviously, in that one, being able to pick up some nice frags. MSL had a couple of tasty ones, but all of the real highlights was this main man, Mertz. He was a bit of a superstar, being able to find some juicy kills across the board. Very tasty stuff. And just being the real driving force behind the squad. But that is that one wrapped up, Snods.
I like that. The main man, obviously. Main, fur, lion, hear the roar. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, main. Yeah, main.
Hey, man, you got 2 towels.
But that is going to be that game done and dusted. There is still more to come, though. The final map of the night between these 2 teams is going to be Inferno. I imagine it'll be a bit of a trailblazer as well, so you definitely don't want to miss it. Keep it locked to the channel as we're back in with our last map of the night after these highlights and after the break.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Betway, PaySafeCo.